Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, DIYing to Try. And so today I'm going to be doing a video that I'm super excited about, and it's sort of going to be continued with my YouTube 101 series. So far the only video I've done is how I film and edit my YouTube videos, but the next one I'm going to be doing is YouTube essentials / things that every YouTuber needs / should look into and get. So I'm not saying that you need all this to become a successful YouTuber, not that I'm a successful YouTuber by any means whatsoever, but at the same time, I just collected some things that I thought would definitely help to start a YouTube channel and just to kind of, I would say get a YouTube channel going. And so without further ado, let's get started. So basically I'm just referring to my camera bag, and this is like my YouTube box type thing. And this is where I have all of my YouTube supplies. So the first thing is a camera. So I have so many cameras. Let me just take them all out of here. It's like what I have. It's like a DSLR, I believe. So none of these are actually the camera I film with, and I'm obviously using it right now. I use the Canon EOS Rebel T5i, and I love it so much. I started out, like I said, with this camera, so you don't need a super fancy camera when you're first starting out. If you really think you're going to do YouTube for a while, then I would recommend getting a nicer camera, but at least when you're starting out, you don't really need a super good camera. So yeah, that's definitely number one thing you need the most. So the next super important thing is tripods. So these are super important because I'm using the tripod now. This one is from my old camera, this one's from another camera. So basically they're super important because it's how you have your camera stand. So I'll do it now. So if I loosen this, I can move it back and forth, up and down. Sorry if it made you dizzy or whatever. Okay. But I can just stand it up, and I don't have to use a book or stack it on top of books or on my dresser or anything like that. So it's super nice. And there are some that have a ton of functions, like this tripod that I'm using now. It has a level, and it has a little handle that you can sort of roll it up, and it gets really tall. So it's just such an awesome tripod, and they're honestly pretty inexpensive. They're between $20 and $40 depending on the quality, which is super awesome for a tripod. So the next thing is super important, especially if you have it's really important. I would say it's one of the most important things, and it is memory cards. So I have 4 memory cards. Some of them are super small, some of them are bigger. So I am using the 32 gigabyte, I believe, yes, 32 gigabyte memory card right now, and I can I've pre-filmed a lot of videos recently, so I have 7 whole videos on there, which is super awesome. And it's just really nice to have and know that I have all of them. And so that holds the most. Then I have an 8 gigabyte card, and really the brand does not matter as long as it fits. And then I have a 2 and a 4 gigabyte card. And so it's really important to keep all your storage. And another thing that I would definitely recommend, and is super nice to have, is a external portable hard drive type thing. So this I got from Best Buy, and it is on the pricier side. I would say around $50, but it has 1,000 gigabytes on here, 1,000 gigabytes. So all of your videos, everything you can just transfer on here, all of your clips, all of your thumbnails, really any documents or any videos or clips, or like I said, anything that you have for YouTube, or just anything on your computer that you want to take out, you can just put on here. Okay, so it is a notebook, and so I talked about this in my how I film and edit my videos video. And so like I said, I got this from Target, $3, and I use it to plan and organize all of my videos. I don't know if you can see. Use it all the time, and it's just so nice to get my ideas across. And sometimes I'll type them on the computer or on a notes page, but then I always copy them down to here because it's nice to just have a hard copy, because sometimes things can go wrong and the digital copy gets messed up. So it's just super nice to have, and I plan, like I said, all of my videos. To go along with that, it's just a planner. So I got this as well from Target. It was a little bit more expensive. It was $5 to $8. But I just plan literally my whole weeks and days in it, and all of my videos and all the videos I filmed and I'm going to film. And let me find a page that okay. So here is when I just planned like crazy. And a lot of times when I'm traveling or just sitting there bored or something like that, when I have free time, I'll just plan in there like crazy, and I'll plan video ideas. And usually once I plan the video ideas, I'll go into my notebook and just talk about them and talk about more, or write them down and talk about them more in depth. So the next thing is lighting, and so I am getting studio lights soon, but I do not have any currently. So you really don't need studio lights. I know this side of my face is like darker than this side because my windows are over here, but it's the best I can do. I'm not super worried about it. You can see me, you can see what I'm talking about, you can hear me. So that's like my main goal. Perfect for me right now, at least. Sometimes for DIYs, it's kind of hard to have like perfect lighting over there. But anyway, so yeah, I just definitely make sure that like if you're sitting right here or even sitting like this where you're in front of both windows, definitely very important. You might think it's kind of odd, but it is clothes, and so I have a very good bit of clothes, mostly t-shirts, and some things I'll get as like hand-me-downs or I'll just purchase that are like really inexpensive, because you never really want to wear the shirts like a bunch. And so there are some of my favorite shirts that I know you've probably seen and you're like, wow, she just wore this last video or something like that. But anyway, I just would suggest having a good amount of shirts, or at least like laying out with shirts, and every couple of like weeks you can wear the same one or like repeat it, but just try to like space it out and just having enough clothes to where you're not wearing the same shirt every day. So the next thing kind of depends on what you use to edit, but it is a editing software. So I personally use iMovie. I love it. I think it's great. I think it's really easy to learn. It's really easy to use. It's really cheap. It's really free actually, because we have a MacBook. I have a MacBook that I use, and so it comes on there for free with like the newest version. Some people will buy $200, I think it's $300 maybe, to get Final Cut Pro, which I totally understand. It has really great editing. It is expensive. You do have to buy plugins, but there are some things that definitely iMovie cannot do that Final Cut can do. So it just kind of depends on how invested you are and stuff like that. The next thing is really like similar to that, but it is a thing to edit on. So whether it's your phone, your computer, your iPad, I don't even know what else, but something like that. I think you can even edit on your camera. Like I can cut clips on my camera and add music and stuff, but that's beside the point. Anyway, so whatever you edit on, you just need something to edit on, and hopefully it has an editing software, or you can purchase one or find a way to edit it on there, but you definitely need. So the next thing is a cute background, and honestly it doesn't even need to be cute. It can be a white wall, it can be a purple wall, it can be an orange wall. I kind of set this up so I thought it would be cute. I just have a tapestry, some like Polaroid, quote unquote Polaroids that I made, some lights and such, and then my desk and a mirror. So it's not super cute, but I mean it's better than my background before, personally I think. And you definitely never want to sit with the windows behind you, because that creates really bad lighting. You need them to be in front of you. But just really any kind of background that you think is cute, and kind of I think it's good if it represents your personality. I think tapestries are so cute. I have like my favorite like quote over there. I have my bungee chair. I just have some stuff that like really represents me. The pictures represent me, and so it kind of gives you like a hint of my personality, and it's also clean and it's not super distracting, so you're watching me instead of watching and looking at my background. So the next two things are kind of similar, and they're definitely not needed, but I would kind of recommend them. So the first thing is just an extra battery or something, because I can't tell you how many times I did not have an extra battery and I ended up needing one, or my battery's about to die, and so I had to stop filming when I was like on a roll. It happens all the time. No, I'm just kidding. But so I just definitely recommend getting an extra battery if you can. I would say they're not, for the most part, they're not super expensive. At least as far as I know, at least like for the cameras I have. And I'm trying to put this battery back in. So the next thing is not completely necessary, but I definitely recommend it, and it's just a camera case or something to carry your camera in, because especially if you're like, I found that I used to just think that you could just sit in your room and do it, but as I have thought of more video ideas and kind of like grown in YouTube and like had more creative ideas, watch more YouTube, just stuff like that, it's like not focusing. Okay. Then I've had to go a lot of places and do a lot of like on-site filming and stuff like that, and on-scene filming or whatever it's called, I don't even know. And just so I definitely recommend just having a camera bag, so you don't have to carry it around, because if you drop it, it's definitely very expensive. At least my camera's pretty expensive, and I would hate to drop it, and I'd be so sad. So it's just nice to have a camera bag, and also you can bring all of your camera stuff without having to put in like a plastic bag or something like that. So the next three things actually are completely free, so I'm sure you're probably like, woohoo, free. I know, that's how I felt. But the first thing is a social media account, which is 100% not necessary, but it's just a great way to alert your fans or subscribers when you have videos coming up. and it's just kind of like fun to me to have like an Instagram so I can post like pictures of like stuff that I'm doing, videos that are coming up, videos I've already uploaded, announcements, like stuff like that. So the next two things aren't actually like actual things, but the first one is thick skin, and so you're probably like, what? But I would just recommend having thick skin, which is actually hard for me to learn just because there can be comments and dislikes and like mean comments, dislikes, just unsubscribers, stuff like that. It just kind of like get you down and you're like, I thought I made really good content, they don't seem to like it, why not? Stuff like that. So just definitely think about it, and you don't know who they are, you don't know them, so I mean, it doesn't really matter. Don't take it too much into heart. I kind of did at first, but now I'm just kind of like, okay, someone unsubscribed. Sorry, you're not going to see my videos anymore. Someone gave it a thumbs down. I wonder why they disliked it. What can I do to make it better? Or what can I do to make them like it? And mean comments. I haven't really gotten any like super mean comments or any mean comments really, which is really nice. But also, I just wanted to say with the load of that, there's also a ton of nice comments. And so many people comment like great video, like so much nice stuff. That's just really sweet to hear. So thank you each and every one of you that comment something like that, because it honestly makes my day. So thank you guys. Okay, and the last and final thing is just patience. And so you're not going to get 1 million subscribers or 100 subscribers or 50 subscribers or 1,000 subscribers, whatever your goal is. You're not going to get that in a blink of an eye or a snap or a second or even months and months. I've had my channel for about 6 months and I have about 400 subscribers, so it doesn't come super duper fast, so don't expect it to. You're not going to like blow up, have 1,000 views, 1 million views, so just have patience, and the subscribers and the likes and even like networking deals and like ads and stuff, all that stuff will come at some point. Just be patient. I'm not saying I'm getting a ton of network deals or anything like that, but I'm just saying kind of more, just don't get too down if you don't get 100 subscribers in the first day, the first month, or the first year. It takes time, trust me, a lot of hard work and patience. Okay, so I have 11 seconds left, so all I'm going to say is thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you liked, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already. My goal is if I get to 500 subscribers. Love you so much, bye. Whew, I made it.